Hello. Well, thank you for joining me. It's Daisy Foss and the Angels of Awakening questions and answers, or as we say, AoA Q&A. What a weekend it's been. Let's see if we can turn the volume down so as my technical staff all disappear out the room. There we are. And so the first, have you had a good week? It's been quite incredible here in the Daisy Centre in Avalon. We have had the children go back to school this morning. Oh, it was so beautiful. And of course they have their new restrictions. There's barriers up here, there and everywhere, which is really such a shame to see. And they've got little trikes to go around the playground in these little trikes, so they're not running around but they're riding around. What a genius idea. And so we have been very busy. Ria and I have been walking around the tour. We went all the way up, had a look and saw how many people were actually on the tour, and then we decided not to join them, but we walked around, and that was really beautiful, right the way around. So I can't see that, my darling, sorry, it has to be really much bigger than that. So notes for the questions that we're going to answer this evening. So what kind of week have you had? It has been right going on here with the 1111s. Lots of amazing replies and people ringing for healings and things like that. So keep it going. It's absolutely brilliant. So today we've most certainly, because we had so many questions about Merlin and the angels last week, I'm going to bring in Merlin and the angels and the dragons. As I think it was Claire asked me where the dragons come into Merlin's story. How do we have the dragons tied in with the story of Merlin and Avalon? It is a very interesting story. So, first question that we have is about the tour. The tour. What is the tour? It's all disappeared off my screen, so I don't know what's happening here. So the Glastonbury Tor is the centre of Glastonbury where the ley lines come in. So again, ley lines have been called dragon lines in the past because they are the energy lines that go around the world. So the tour that was the Isle of Avalon when the Isle of Glass, which is how Glastonbury got its name. And the Isle of Glass is the ancient name of Glastonbury, and the Bury is the mound that the St Michael's Church was built on. So this is how Glastonbury got its name when the earthquake of around the 1500s took the sea quite a long way out from the land, so it's about 40 minutes drive away now, and of course the waters don't come up to the edge of the Tor, but we're still called the Isle of Avalon. And the flat lands, the levels, as we call them, I love it, don't you? It's the levels in Glastonbury, and above the town is called Above Town. So really simple, really lovely. You know exactly where you are, above town or on the levels. And the energy is just phenomenal, and it comes in from the ley lines and from the synchronic lines, and it comes in from the stars and the planets. And so the energies are the energies coming in through the Michael line is the main line that comes through from the I think it comes in through the Apollo line from Egypt, through Europe, through Corfu, and through to St Michael's Mount in Cornwall, and then through to Roach, where I grew up in St Austell, near St Austell in Cornwall, and then up through to the Tor now. And those 50 ley lines all come together and literally come up and then send the energy back out to the earth. And so that's how the energy of Glastonbury really flows. And we have not just the Michael line, but we also have the Merlin line, the Madonna line, the Mary line. So Michael, Mary, the Albion line, the Apollo line, and the Athena lines, the Venus lines, all come in across from Egypt as well, and through the lands and the ley lines. So these ley lines, they are coming and bringing the energy in through from the stars and the planets. And how do they get to you, through to your body? So we'll come back to Merlin in a while. We've had a question in from Carol. And so Carol's question is, what are the Soul Star and the Earth Star chakras? So the Soul Star chakra, hello Carol, how lovely to speak to you again. Carol does the most amazing sound healings. If everybody wants to know about a sound healer locally, she's lovely. And so the Soul Star and the Earth Star chakras, very relevant because the energy comes in through from the great central sun through to the to your highest chakra, which is known as the Christed consciousness, and from the Christed consciousness chakra right through to your Christed consciousness intergalactic gateway, through to the stellar gateway, through to your soul star. And that's the first time that the energy is really at your monad, that you're really aware of your energy, because that's the top of your cosmic Merkaba. So your soul star is the first point of the energy really coming into your system. We sometimes can call that the universal assemblage point. And as it comes in through your soul star, it's Archangel Metatron who is the archangel of your soul star, where all the energy starts to flow in through your body, and from your soul star to your Shekinah chakra, and then through to the heart of the dove, to the crown. And I think everybody knows where the crown is. It's at the top of your head, isn't it? And that's so it's coming into your top of your head, into the body. And that's very similar to how the energy comes in from the stars and the planets through the Tor, because the Tor acts like the energy point for it coming into the land, into the actual body of Gaia. And so the energy from the soul star through to your chakra system, and the energy of the Tor is the chakra system is, we are known as the heart center of the world. So because this energy is coming in and going out, it's literally flowing in and flowing out. And so the heart center bringing in new energy and sending out new energy, all this energy of love just flowing and overflowing. And so that's what it does as it comes through your body. It comes through your chakras, from your soul star, all the way down to your earth star. And as it flows through your earth star, it flows into Gaia, into the land, and again, this is the exit point of your energy down into your anchoring into the earth. And so this beautiful energy flowing through you. So if your soul star is the first point of the energy into your energy system, this is governed by Metatron, Archangel Metatron. The Earth star is governed and looked out for Archangel Melchizedek, these two mighty archangels. So this is a question from Sue Varma. Hi Sue, how lovely to hear from you. And so who is Archangel Melchizedek and what is his energy? So let's follow on from this flow of energy because it's coming in through from the soul star, where the energy is coming through the sacred geometry of your body. And this is amazing because it comes in through your body, through your chakras, through your pathways, with Archangel Metatron helping your sacred geometry in your body to receive all of this light. And of course, Metatron, he is, well, he's the CEO of all the angels, isn't he? He is the most magnificent archangel. Sacred geometry, platonic solids, Metatron's cube, all of this information is in my workshops. We're working with them. We work on Zoom now, but all the information about Metatron, Melchizedek, and of course Merlin, the three M's. And so the energy of when it comes through your body, it's coming through every cell, every atom, and through from your major points, your soul star, your crown, through your third eye, through your throat chakra, through your heart. At the heart, this is where the flower of life is, your heart chakra. Literally, it's the place where spirit and form come together. So this is your place of love. And again, this is the place, like in the center of the Tor, it's the place where everything comes together. All of your higher chakras and your lower chakras merge in this place of the heart, and then they dissolve anything that's ready to go out and into the earth. And of course, from your heart downwards, these are all the elimination organs in your body. Everything here takes the food and that which you don't need out and down out of your body. So when it's going out, Metatron brings the energy as above. I'm going to just slow down a bit here. And Metatron brings the energy from as above all the way down to below, from your soul star to your earth star. And then Melchizedek, this mighty, mighty archangel, he is the archangel of the multicolored holographic flower of life. And he brings the energy as within, so without. So Metatron brings it down and Melchizedek sends it out. And he sends it out through the heart and through the root base earth star chakras. And Melchizedek, he is the archangel who is, again, a CEO of the angels. He's a messenger for the God Most High of the universe. So these two really work together, Metatron and Melchizedek, bringing the energy in and then sending it out. So these magnificent, magnificent archangels. Melchizedek, he also helped Drumbelow to bring and reintroduce the Merkaba, the vehicle, the body, your body of light, your body of energy, into our consciousness, our everyday consciousness now. Those who know about your vehicle of light, your body of light, that's your Merkaba. So, and that is how Melchizedek, Archangel Melchizedek, Lord Melchizedek, how he helps you to really get your body of light going. And so I hope that's answered your question, Carol and Sue. The question for those who missed the beginning bit was, what is your soul star and your earth star, and who are the archangels that govern them? That's Metatron and Melchizedek. And of course, the energy in the middle, the heart star, which is the triplicate, so it's soul star, heart star, earth star, is governed by Merlin, the angels of the heart, Archangel Shamuel, and Merlin is the wisdom keeper here in Glastonbury, and Mary Magdalene is the Divine Mother energy that's very, very, very strong here. The abbey was dedicated to Mary for all those hundreds of years. There was no women allowed into the abbey, only washerwomen. The only people in there was the dignitaries' wives, and so the energy of Merlin was really made famous for the court of King Arthur. So the court of King Arthur, Merlin was the teacher for King Arthur as he grew up. And the energy, again, Merlin is that of the earth, the divine masculine energy, and Mary, obviously, the divine feminine. And so, you know, he is the most incredible. Do you like it? I've painted, he was black and now I've painted him white, my Merlin of many colours to be. And he also works through these dragon lines, through these energy lines, which is why he's often depicted with a dragon at his side. And he, we put a amethyst on his third eye here, this little one, and this dragon is made from rose quartz. Isn't that amazing? Really lovely little rose quartz crystal there. And so these dragon lines, the energy, Merlin sends this energy through the land, through the ley lines, the micro lines, the synchronic lines, and then they come through from the land, from the micro lines, from the ley lines, to you, to your divine lines and your vital web. And so, was it, who was the question from? A new question is from Tracy Lavin. Why has the energy been so intense this week? Wow, wow, Tracy, why has it been so intense? Why have Merlin and the angels been working overtime for exactly the reason that we've been talking about? And that is that the starlight energy, the energy from the stars and the planets and the sun has been particularly buoyant this year. This is 2020, and we have been saying for a really long time now that something's going to happen, something will change, that we will ascend, that we will awaken, that we will change. It cannot continue. It won't. It is the cycle of life. Every 7 years, something changes. So every 7 years, we have a change in energy, and every cycle, every 49 years, so 7 sevens, 49 is known as the Shemitah. Also, there's a huge big change. And so we had 2012 was a massive change within the stars and the planets because of the ending of a massive 26,000 year cycle. And now 2019 was the end of that cycle, and boy, did everything disappear or dissolve at the end of 2019. I know it did in my life. It just started just to literally melt away. And now in 2020, the energy of the stars and the planets has cranked up, because this is our time of ascension. So the energy comes in from the stars and the planets through the synchronic lines, the galactic ley lines, through to the ley lines, through to the land, through to your divine lines, through to your vital web. And we have such massive planetary exchanges going on. I don't even profess for an iota to know anything about the astrology other than the effect of it, because the effect of it has been really intense. And we are like a little boat bobbing along this ocean of change. It is phenomenal how the energy is shifting. It's shifting us through. It's waking us up. It's waking up our unconsciousness. It is re-establishing how we think about things. We are having to have different relationships with ourselves, with our fellow family, with our fellow beings, because we are being shifted and kicked and punched and moved in such a way that we are having to make huge sacrifices, huge changes in our everyday. And it's not just in one place, it's the whole world. The whole world is experiencing this, because it is a whole world, whole universe experience. You know, our star beings, the energies that are flowing in from the other planets is just phenomenal. 4 planets in retrograde, Venus. You know, it is just stunning what's happening at the moment. And go with it. Don't try and hang on. When you're in that river of life, when you're in that flow, if you try and hang on to the sides of the river, you're just going to get bashed. Whether you're holding both sides or one side, you'll just get bashed and bashed if you try and hang on. If you just let go, if you just trust and let Gaia, let God take care and trust that it's all going to be okay, you'll be swept along, you'll be taken, it will unfold, the time will dissolve, all that is ready, that is your destiny, will just arise. You will be in the moment, you will be in that magical space and place, and you will end up, goodness knows where will you end up? Trust it will be in a perfect place, because the whole of humanity is going to be in a new place, in a perfect place. We trust, we love, we know that it will be okay in the end. And the struggle, if you swim in that river and you want to go upstream, so you don't want to go with the flow, you want to go your own way, then you have to swim upstream like the salmon. You swim in the light, you go into the light and swim upstream. But that is tough swimming upstream when there's such a torrent of energy coming in from our stars and our planets. You only have to walk down the high street to know how much. It's like walking through sludge. It is phenomenal. It's really, really, look, go outside and feel the heat of the sun. We really have these keys and codes coming in daily. Who's tired? Who is it that at this time that can carry on doing their full-on job? Very few people, and they are heroes. They are absolute heroes if they are in that position where they have to, and we do really take our hats off to them and bless them and thank them and send them our healing light. So that's why the energy is so intense. It's because we are really going through this shift. Merlin is there helping you to shift, changing from one state of being to another, and going from this stuck energy of being separated, being in the ego, and being in the mind, in that mental fixed position, to being able to be in your heart, because the only way we're going to get through this is to be in our heart, to be in that divine flame of love. Because that divine flame of love is the present moment. It's the moment where you are absolutely held in the moment of divine energy, in that absolute truth. It's really easy for me to say that. It's not so easy to do, which is why we have so many tools, which is why we have so many teachers. Amma, Eckhart Tolle, so many teachers, can't think of any more. Mother Mira, they are absolutely out there. Dr. Zach Bush, what an amazing doctor. He is just phenomenal. If you want to know the ins and outs of the virus and the bacterium and the fungi, oh my goodness me, do you know how much good fungi is for us? Oh my goodness me. Do you really know what's going on in your gut? Do you know what it is that you're putting into your food and what's going in through your body? I have had my eyes opened, my heart opened by watching Dr. Zach Bush. He is phenomenal. And he really does explain it. And so does Amma. Amma, her lesson, day 6, is just really showing us to bless and to thank this gift of the virus that we're in at the moment. So, and it is all about love. So I hope that I haven't gone too fast for you, because I don't seem to have drawn breath. So I'm just going to take a breath and take some water, because we're here for another few minutes. Have a bit of an interlude. The energy is so strong once it's going. Merlin has wanted to get this information out such a long time now. It's so beautiful. So there's wonderful Paul playing the harmony drum. Thank you, darling. see all these wonderful people. Rosie, hi. Please, can you say more about Ascension? Yes, I can. And who else have we got here? Gloria. Wonderful. And Kathy. Oh, hello, Kathy, one of my new friends from Canada. Hi. Can I tell you more about Mary Magdalene and her energy? Yes, I can. So, Mary Magdalene, her energy, and also Ascension. I'll answer Rosie's question on Ascension in a moment. And so, it's about love. It's all about love. If you have any part of you that is in fear, that is worrying about tomorrow, then pull it back into that place and space of love. And that place and space of love is in your heart. You can use any tools. You can use the rose quartz. We have the rose quartz community that just reminds us to be in that place and space of love, because the rose energy, the rose pigment, the rose light is the center of your pearl. It's that light that's in the divinity, in the center of your pearl. And we have little angels here that remind you that that energy comes from heaven to earth, through from the angels through to the crystals, from Metatron through to the heart of Mother Earth, through to the crystalline body. And the pink rose light is the pink rose light of Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine energy is the energy that flows through your left side of your body, and the left side of your body is the divine energy of form, of receiving, of being in that place and space of surrender, of receiving, not pushing, not being in an action. That's the right side of your body, which is the Divine Masculine, seen as the blue flame of light. And then going through the center is your golden flame of divine love. And that's how they come together. That's the Vesica Pisces. And I'm just going to ask Paul to show me the Vesica Pisces picture, just to really show you how we get the spirit and form together as one. Here we go. So you have spirit and form. This is spirit, so love, light, and as it moves through to form, this is the Divine Feminine part of the egg, and then the form, the spirit light of the male, comes in as form, bringing in the male and the female, the yin and the yang, and the part in the center is the divine child. So the Vesica Pisces, the first flame, can you see the first flame and the first petal? And this is the beginning of the first day of Genesis. So the divine mother love is what is required first, the passive, receiving, receptive, and then the divine masculine is the action, the movement that takes it through. And so the archetype of the divine mother, the divine love, is Mary Magdalene, because Mary Magdalene is, Mother Mary. Mother Mary is the divine mother of the Son who came as Jesus, the Christed one. And so the divine mother love of Mary, divine Mother Mary, is the energy that brings in the spirit, and then the form was Joseph, and then the baby was Jesus. And Mary Magdalene, again, the concert of concert of Christ. Yes, Jesus. Sorry, I just saw a question here as well. So it's from Kristen Nicholson. It's her birthday. Do I have any angel messages for her? Or do her angels have any messages for her? Well, we haven't got my cards at the moment, so we'll have my cards put in a second. But happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. 1st of June, what a lovely day to have a birthday out there in the sunshine. I'll come back to seeing if the angels have a message for you. I just want to finish off, come around this way. I just want to finish off the information about Mary Magdalene. So Mary Magdalene is the energy of love, depicted by the mother love, because it's that mother love, that spirit that is within each of us. Every male has divine mother and divine feminine side, and every female has a divine masculine and a divine feminine side. It's how they are balanced, and that's the beauty of the Vesica Pisces, the beauty of bringing together the male and the female, and this bringing this unity together brings the unity of the Alpha and the Omega. And that Alpha and the Omega, the balance, the harmony, that energy that just flows through your body, so that there is the energy flowing in through the right side and through the left side, coming into that golden light in the divine, so that the whole of your being is engulfed and bathed in this light, this balance of being. It is that's the theory. The practice is we're all practicing this energy. And so the pink light of divine feminine and the pink blue light of divine masculine come together in the threefold flame, with the golden light through the center. It's the threefold flame of the goddess Kuan Yin, bringing that divine peace, divine wisdom and divine love together as one. And that pink light, I have to also just let you know that when I first went to Corfu, Paul and I went there about 4 years ago now for the first time, and I'd had this affinity with dragons for such a long time. Absolutely loved the dragons. Didn't understand why, but just knew I could speak dragon. I mean, doesn't everybody know they can speak dragon? It's a joke. Or is it? So the dragon and I affinity just sort of grew. And I was telling everybody and showing everybody about the angels, the rose quartz angels for the community. And of course they went together. The dragon and the angel went together. Merlin and the angels went together as one. And when we went to Corfu for the first time, they, in the place that we go to, Arillas, amazing place. Right out into the bay is an island, and it is actually called Dragon Island. And Paul and I went to visit it, and when we went to visit it, it was phenomenal. It's a bird sanctuary. It's very, very small. It's absolutely beautiful, and the energy of it, and it's right in the middle of the Apollo and the Venus. It's the Apollo and Athena lines. So either Athena or Venus. I always get those two mixed up, but the energy is very, very similar. And the dragon, when we went for our wedding anniversary, and Paul organised a boat trip. It was lovely. This little speedboat took us right over to the cove. It's just one tiny beach, which is probably just a bit bigger than this sofa. And we sat and swam in the water, and I took a baby little one of these to the island, and I thought, well, I'm going to gift I don't know why I'm doing it, but I might just want to gift the Dragon Island an angel for the rose quartz community, because I'm always seeding rose quartzes wherever I go in the world. And we seed for the rose quartz line, bringing that rose quartz line of love for the rose quartz community around the world. And when I sat on that beach and I connected with the Dragon Island, connecting with the dragons here in Glastonbury, this dragon just went, "Oh, it's the pink lady." And I laughed because I'd also, along with the rose quartz angel, I'd taken an apple, and on the label of the apple it had Pink Lady. I love those apples. So it had, and I thought, oh, he's enjoying the Pink Lady energy. And I said, oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed the Pink Lady apple. And he went, no, you are the Pink Lady. So that's what the dragons in Corfu call me, the Pink Lady. Isn't that lovely? So bringing that energy of Mary Magdalene, the angels and Merlin all back together as one, because we are all as one. One love, one heart, as one. So where are we now? So I hope that answered your question about Mary Magdalene. Do keep the questions coming. So now this is for Nikki and her birthday. These are the Angels of Awakening cards, and the message that your angels want you to know. It is the Angels of the Angels of Awakening, the lesson of life, and it is action. And they're so little, so small. It's every action causes a reaction. Let's just double check. See, here's my secret glasses. Every action produces a reaction. That's it, and that is the angel card here for you. So, action, get on with it. Do it, whatever it is. No more time for procrastination, because we are in our ascension. Do not miss your wave of ascension. Be ready for it. Here's another card, and again, this is for everybody. Oh, this one's so beautiful. This one is again the archangels, the universal lesson of love from the Angels of Awakening, and it's Grace. There she is, so beautiful. And let's have a look and see what Grace has to say. Grace is a state of being, serenity and calm in your pure beauty. Because as we are flowing through this graceful time, this time of ascension, if we just flow gracefully through it, as I mentioned earlier, the river of change that we're in, you know, if you are in your heart, in that flame, and you just allow the energy to take you to wherever it is going to be, a place that you feel happy with, something that you feel that is right for you. In other words, don't do things that are harmful to you, that you're not enjoying. If you're not enjoying it, stop doing it. If you are enjoying it, keep doing it, and do it with grace and gratitude. So we always pull the cards of, we used to pull them in threes, so here's the third one. Correspondence. So again, from the universal lesson of creation, and this is correspondence. So this is communicating. Correspondence is balance through connection. So that is the oneness of being, knowing that everything in creation is connected, and it's the talking to each other, it's the acceptance. You know, lots of people are so afraid of this virus that's with us, helping us. I really do feel that it's a gift. It is so phenomenal what is happening to us through it, that if we look upon it with love rather than fear, it is a gift. It's shifting us. It is really, really making us do things in a very, very different way. How many of you, I know I have been doing the same thing over and over again because I felt it was my duty. I felt that I couldn't let people down, I couldn't let myself down, but actually you're doing the opposite, because things come to an end. Things have a cycle. They have a process, and it's that process that we sometimes have to just recognize that there is a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. And we call that experience. We call that karma. So that cause and effect. So who's this one from? So This one is this is blessings. This is from Ria. That means we haven't had enough questions. Would anybody else like to ask a question? Because this one is, tell us about karmic release and the dragon's summer solstice. Oh, yes. I will do exactly that. So this karma, this experience, karma is known as a gift. It is Sanskrit for gift. And it is this gift that when things are not going how we really expect them to, or we want them to, or we are so desperate for them to be that way, then this is the lesson. It's let go of the desperation, let go of wanting, and make a choice. The choice, because it's the choices that we make when karma arises, when we recognize our karma, our cause and effect. You take action, and from that action is an effect. And that's where we are right now. The message from Amma today was to be mindful of every thought, mindful of every action. You know, wash your hands, make sure that you are respectful for other people's spaces, and making sure that you are safe. If you're not feeling well, then take care of yourself. So this karma, this cause and reaction, is very much part of our experience. And that experience is what, at the end of our lives, is what it's all about. It's what have we experienced? What is it that is our good experiences? What memories do we have? The good memories. What have we learned from the memories that aren't so good, or the experiences that weren't so good? But I don't know about you. I always learn more from bad experiences. When things go wrong, that's when I really learn what to do. So it is the releasing of the fear, letting go of that fear. And often that fear sits in your gut, doesn't it? It sits in your root chakra and your gut. Your adrenals are literally going 10 to the dozen, your adrenal overload. So hold your fingers in like this, put your index fingers together and this, and put it over your sacral chakra. And this helps your sacral chakra to release, to let go of the fear. It really does work. Point it down into the earth and it just dissolves and resolves. Breathe a few breaths and just let that dragon breath go. Just let it flow. So the angels are helping you to release this karma. When I give healing with Merlin's healing art is the Vortex Healing. That's through Rick Wyman. I have permission to offer it to you. The vortex works through your karmic knots, dissolving those karmic knots that clog up your system, your ego positions, all of the old experiences that are still going over and over and round in your DNA, in your mind, in your cellular memory. So the vortex healing, the angel light, when we give you a healing, it dissolves that karma, it dissolves those knots, and it dissolves the webbing. So again, like the ley lines in the land, the karmic webbing, the rivers in your body, these karmic webbing is clogging up, and it can really get you entangled. So by dissolving it and releasing it, this is a way to bring more light into your system and really change and have that choice, have new choices. So on the 21st of June this year, we have a wonderful ceremony. It's a wonderful, again, planetary thing that happens in Avebury, along the ley lines in Avebury. The whole of the Avebury Divine Feminine Circle that is in the land in Avebury. Stonehenge is the Divine Masculine stones where they're all square and big blocks, and then the round stones and the round circle of Avebury. Every 7 years, the energy around Avebury is in the shape of a dragon. There is an Avebury dragon. The tail is at Windmill Hill, the heart and the belly and of the dragon is in the stones in the centre, and then the head is up by Silbury Hill, up by the sanctuary. And so the dragon takes in a breath, and as it breathes in from the cosmos, in through those galactic ley lines, it breathes in, and as it breathes in new energy, it releases and lets go of all that old karmic energy. It just sends it out to the cosmos, and it breathes in again and sends out all that old stuff, all the stuff that Gaia has held on to for 7 years. It just dissolves and resolves through the ley lines out into the cosmos to be dispersed, to be dissolved, to be resolved and returned to source. And that happens at sunrise on the morning of the summer solstice. This year the summer solstice is on the 20th of June, but the rising of the energy is on the 21st because it's the following morning. It's the energy of the sunrise. And so this beautiful energy of Avebury, this will be my 3rd year. I first went in 2006 and then 2013, and this would have been my 3rd experience there. But we can't go at this time to Avebury, so we're going to go from here, from Glastonbury. We're going to do a guided meditation and take you to the stones. If you'd like to do that, just let Ria know and we will add you to our Zoom, or it might be a Facebook Live. I don't know yet. It depends how many people are going to come with us, energetically that is. And so that's an exciting thing to look forward to, the 21st, the 20th and the 21st of June, when the dragon arises, the energy changes. And I feel that the energy of this lockdown will really start to shift by then. We will most certainly have a very much clearer way of how our new reset, our realization of our journey of ascension, because that's what it is. That is exactly what's happening to us. We are waking up, we are ascending. And you know, we're not doing it on our own. So I have a question here from Lillian Arroyo. Hello. Who is your favourite angel, and who do you feel most connected to? Ooh. My most favourite angel. I think my most favourite angel is my guardian angel, the one who started it. We each have a guardian angel. Everybody has their own guardian angel, and your guardian angel is personal to you in this lifetime. You also have a guardian angel who comes through all of your lifetimes, and that angel to me is my most precious angel because she's always there, always with me. But and she introduces and she brings in and she invites. She has parties with all the other angels. You know, I can have 4 or 5 angels in my field at any one time. One of my teachers says that my spine is like an airport. They in and they out again. And so they come in as they're needed, whichever ones. You know, we've been, during this lockdown, been inviting 100,000 angels at least 4 times now. And they really do come in when you call them. So do really get to know your guardian angel. I'm not going to tell you her name because she's shy. Some people know it, but my angel is beautiful. She is always there, and so is yours. So get in contact with your angel. And how do you do that? It is so simple. You put your hand on your heart and your hand on your tummy button, and you invite your angel into the pearl of your heart, into that place and space of your love, of your heart. We haven't gone there today, mainly because most of you have been following me for the last few weeks, and you're in your hearts. You know you're in your heart. If you don't feel that you're in your heart, that you still feel that you're in fear, the pathway there is very, very simple. It's through the flower in your heart chakra, this beautiful flower with 12 golden petals. As you step into the center of the flower, you step into the flame of divine love, this golden flame of light, and then into the pearl of your heart, this beautiful white sphere of light. If there's any fear or anger or frustration or anything that's feeling less than love, the violet, indigo, purple light just arises. I'm wearing purple. Merlin dressed me tonight with my amethyst as well, because he didn't dress me, I dressed myself, but he suggested that this was what we were to wear, because it is in that place of the pearl of the heart that it is absolutely in divine light, divine love. It's a doorway to your infinite love. And that's where you call in your angel. You ask your angel, are you a male? Are you a female? Who are you? And what's your name? And so in this place and in this space, we are calling your angel. And we're also calling Merlin. Let's call Merlin. And when we call Merlin or your guardian angel or an archangel, you call them by their name. Do you need to have permission? If you wish to ask permission, you can. It's only polite. I have been known to go, oi. Oi, where's my angels? Or you can be just yourself and say, hello, angel. Hello, angel. What's your name? What is your name? And if you don't hear their name, your guardian angel's name, they might not have one. You know, when you got your first pet, your puppy, your kitten or whatever, did you know the name of your pet, or did you name your pet? Because you can name your guardian angel too. And when you have this gateway, when you have this permission from Merlin, from the angels, the archangels, from the ascended master, Saint Germain comes through all the time as well, so does the goddess Kuan Yin. You just invite them into the pearl of your heart. And when you bring them into that place of love, in the moment, not thinking forward, not going backwards in the past, but being in the moment, that's when you hear the name, or you choose a name. And you trust with one hand on your heart and the other on your gut, on your navel assemblage point, your tummy button, your sacral chakra. It's got so many names. It's just here. When you have your hand on your trust center and on your faith center, then you are in the moment, in that moment of love. And all I hear from Merlin is, ho, 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 ho. Oh, has he got a message for you? Yes, he has a message of love and laughter, the big cosmic joke, transformation, this violet light. Enjoy the journey. You know, it's not all about getting there. It's about the journey. Quite often the journey is much more fun than the arrival, the destination. And that's his message. And that's my message tonight. I do hope you have enjoyed it. We've just got a few more minutes left. If anybody has one last question. Ria's just running in now. And so we'll be back here next week for the AoA Q&A. So there's a question here from Claire Lamb. Oh, bless you. Is sacral chakra pain related to this time and process? Yes! Sacral chakra pain is all about trusting. It's about knowing that the sacral chakra, your trust center, it's about your relationship. It's about the energy of change. It's your sacral chakra. The navel assemblage point goes into the root chakra, to your earth star. So if you have any pain in your anywhere from your heart downwards in your sacral chakra, your adrenals, because of the stress, then earth yourself, anchor. Use this. This is the most beautiful stone. I always forget its name. Rose. I can't remember. I have to think of it in a second. But use a rose quartz. Oh, someone's going to tell me the name in a second. Use the amethyst. Use a yellow calcite, or just a clear quartz. Any crystal into that place. Here we go. All the crystals are over there. Into that place, and really just cut any cords of fear from there, and hold the energy in here. So I hope you have enjoyed this evening, and I hope, Claire, that I answered your question. Are you having pain? If you are, earth, anchor, go for a walk, move your hips, recognize that the sacral chakra, your trust center, works directly with your heart center. So be in your heart, be creative, be joyful, be love. As we sing here when we go out into the woods, be love, be loved, be loved. So thank you for all of your questions. So we are asking for questions for next week. So let's see, there's a question here. Dominique, how do pendulums work? Archangel Michael and pendulums. That is such a good question. I'm going to base all my questions on the pendulums and Archangel Michael next week. This week we concentrated on Merlin, the ley lines, the dragon lines, and the sacral chakra and the earth star. So soul star and the earth star. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. Blessings to you. Have a jolly good week. If you are lucky enough to go back to work, then please be safe out there. If you're still at home, lucky enough to be at home, then again be safe and tune in 11 a.m. every morning. We are continuing with our angelic etheric hug, because from my heart to yours, from the heart of Avalon, I am sending you this love. I am sending you this light as we send this love from Merlin and the Angels of Awakening to you wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Namaste. Good night.